My Girl Life podcast is sponsored by Glamour Boutique. Glamour Boutique is the leading name in cross-dressing fashion and lifestyle with a physical location in New Jersey and, of course, their famous website. Be sure to use your My Girl Life discount code MGL15. And listen, I know they have your best interests at heart, so check them out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tuck and Tell. Tuck and Tell is a solo video version of My Girl Life podcast. So, what do we do when the founder of our favorite social media platform endorses a politician we despise? What do we do when our favorite social media platform starts to produce hate and divisiveness? Do we delete our account or do we stand our ground? That's what I'm going to talk about today. Social media has become an integral part of our daily lives. It's where we connect with friends, share our ideas, and stay updated on the world around us. But in an increasingly polarized society, the political endorsements of social media founders or executives can leave us feeling conflicted. When hate starts to permeate our social media feeds, it can feel bad. When these things start to happen, the natural reaction may be to leave. However, abandoning these digital spaces may not be the best course of action, and I thought I would just provide a message to encourage people to think twice before doing just that. Abandoning the space gives away power. When we leave a platform out of frustration, we're surrendering our space and influence. Social media thrives on user engagement, and our absence creates a vacuum that can be filled by voices that might perpetuate the very ideologies we oppose. Standing our ground allows us to challenge these ideas and advocate for positive change. History has shown that user-driven movements can hold platforms accountable and hold people accountable, can hold society accountable, especially in the LGBTQ community. Think about our sisters and brothers who stood up to this same kind of hate. They didn't run. Stonewall, Harvey Milk, March on Washington, Pride parades, marriage equality, and the Civil Rights Act. If you're not familiar with those events, I encourage you to learn about them. From advocating for better content moderation to pushing for transparency, users do have power. Leaving forfeits the opportunity to influence the platform's direction. Also, platform's policies may and probably will change in the future, so leaving your favorite platform may be jumping from the frying pan into the fire. Reclaiming our space. Social media is our digital neighborhood. Imagine giving up your favorite coffee shop or favorite restaurant or favorite bar or any of your favorite establishments just because the owner supports a politician you dislike. You're the one that loses. You lose your favorite establishments. Now they have won twice. And just to clarify, this really isn't about winning and losing, but you know what I mean. In winning, I mean they succeeded in affecting your day-to-day life. Wouldn't it be more effective to keep enjoying our space while using it to promote our beliefs? By staying, we assert that these platforms are more than just the sum of their leadership. They're spaces for us to connect, to learn and grow and create memories. You know, this reminds me of when two people break up and they won't go back to their favorite bar because their ex might be there. I've never really believed in this, and I say go right back to that bar because you belong there. And if you run into them, be amicable, but don't let them drive you away from your favorite place. So let's talk about what happens when we do abandon the platform we love. Losing connection with our community, and even if a meaningful number of our friends go with us, we're still missing out on serendipitous opportunities to make new friends, find out about new events, and keep our finger on the pulse of our communities. We also diminish opportunities to engage, educate, or challenge harmful ideas. That's what I focus on besides my general interactions with friends. Surrendering control of our voice in that space, I think, is a big consideration. It's like moving to a new city, which may have some friends there, but we're starting all over again in a new community. And is that community going to be the same forever? Probably not. What if that platform changes? There will be a spattering of the same types of individuals that drove us from our previous community in the new communities. By the way, a little diversity is not a bad thing. The more you know about the other side's beliefs and philosophies, the better chance you have of approaching them with your beliefs and philosophies. Hearing the other side's story is not a bad thing as long as it's communicated without hate and disrespect. I often watch news channels that I don't agree with in order to hear what the other side is saying. What are they proposing? Keep in mind, no group has a monopoly on good ideas, and every group has some bad ideas. I want to take in as much information as I can and make my own decisions. Another reason to understand the opposition's reasoning is that once you understand where they are coming from, you can approach them in a way that is not as antagonistic to them as just shouting your views. And providing a little empathy for their position will tend to bring down their defense mechanisms and allow for your views to be heard better. And just to clarify, I'm not talking about extreme beliefs and ideas where there is no room for empathy. I believe there's right and there's wrong. And of course, we all have to decide what right and wrong is for us as individuals. But again, understanding them better will help you combat their bad ideas. Another thing to consider is our content and our memories. Think about all the pictures and the stories of our friends and family that we've posted on Facebook over the years or wherever you post. And do we really want to lose all that? Do we want to throw all that away because some billionaire has different beliefs than us or is just catering to whomever will help his company make more money? I know it's disgusting. It's a broken system, but it's the system that exists and will likely never go away. There are politicians in our cities that think differently than us, but do we just move to another city every time someone asserts their bad ideas or even hateful ones? Think about the communities that have been devastated by all the natural disasters. Do they just walk away from that community and let it die? No, they rebuild because it's their home. It's their community. And so they clean it up and they continue to grow their roots in that same community. Yes, some leave, but most stay. There's just something about time invested in a community. So my last thought here is running away from social media platforms because of political disagreements with its founders is understandable, but I don't think it's the answer. Running from our neighborhood because a few bad apples have moved in probably is going to produce regret. Instead, how about stand our ground, clean up our neighborhood, and focus on our neighborhood? And when I say neighborhood, I mean your group of social media friends, and specifically what shows up in your feed and your DMs. Our presence matters. Our voice matters. And our ability to influence our digital community is more powerful than we may realize. Don't let anyone take our favorite spaces away. Reclaim them, shape them, make them better. And remember, be bold, be kind, be you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel below. That tells me I'm doing something that is connecting with people and I can continue doing it. Thank you.